Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you one of my favorite hostess gifts for the summertime, and that's my homemade lemonade. Now in the summer, we're all invited to lots of potlucks and barbecues, and certainly you can always bring a bottle of wine. That is always appreciated. But a few years ago, I started to bring my own homemade lemonade, and I found that the hosts were really delighted by it, and it was always such a big hit that I wanted to share it with all of you. Now this recipe was inspired by the lemon trees that I have growing here at my house. I grew up on the East Coast and I never saw a lemon tree until I moved to the West Coast. And as soon as I did, and I saw real oranges and grapefruits growing on trees just on the side of the road, I thought it was magic. I was blown away. And I said, as soon as I get a house and have a place of my own, I am gonna have citrus trees. So we do. We have a couple of them that grow on the side of our house and I love them. And twice a year, we are spoiled with these beautiful lemons that grow on these trees, and I'm always trying to come up with new recipes to make things with them. And one of my favorite things to do is make homemade lemonade. So the first step is to prepare our lemon juice. And I have found the easiest way to do this is to get yourself one of those Pyrex measuring cups. Go ahead and place a fine mesh sieve on top, and then you're gonna slice your lemons and squeeze them right into the sieve, which will then catch all of the pits of your lemons. The other nice thing about the Pyrex measuring cup is as you're squeezing, which can be a little labor intensive, you can see the measurements on the side, which will tell you how much farther you need to go. You can stop once you get to 1.5 cups of fresh juice. Then we're going to sweeten our juice with some agave nectar. If you're not familiar with it, it is a natural sweetener that you can find in most major grocery stores nowadays in the sugar aisle. Now, if you can't find agave nectar, you could use honey or you could use a simple syrup of just sugar and water that has been boiled and cooled. I find that the agave nectar, though, is a little bit more mellow and doesn't come off as sweet as, say, real sugar would. Then you're gonna add 3 cups of cold water. And because we're using a Pyrex 5-cup pitcher, it will fit into the same container. Go ahead and pour it in and give it a good stir. And then at this point, you wanna taste it. Sometimes, depending on the time of the year or the lemon variety that you've purchased, the lemon still may be too tart for your liking. So go ahead and add a little bit more agave syrup. Once your lemonade has achieved the desired sweetness, you're then going to transfer it into a decorative bottle. Now here's the other reason why I love these Pyrex pitchers. You can then take your lemonade and pour it straight into the bottle because you've got a great spout. Go ahead and pour your lemonade all the way up to the top, and then the finishing touch is just to add a fresh sprig of mint. I love this because it looks so pretty in the bottle, and it also will infuse that lemonade with a wonderful fresh mint taste. And because this is a gift, I do like to package it up a bit. So I'll take some raffia and tie it around the neck. I love the raffia just because it looks very rustic and kind of summery. I'll tie it in a knot, and then I'll take some simple cardstock, fold it in half to create a card, and then put a decorative stamp on top. I love to pick something that's summery or maybe that speaks of the garden. So for me, I have a stamp of a little strawberry plant that I like to use. And then inside, I'll inscribe something like, "Happy Summer, Love the Lemonex." I'll then take a hole punch and put a little hole in the corner, and then take the card and affix it to the bottle with a nice bow. So there you have it, one of my favorite summertime hostess gifts. It's as easy as it is elegant. I promise if you bring this to your next party, your host or hostess will be completely charmed by the effort. And it's also so delicious too.